Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on the west coast and we are here with our potato harvester and our TW15. The TW15 is set up on course plate to do carting, so that's going to be carting our potatoes. We have the Grimmy here, so we're going to be driving this. We're going to be doing potatoes with it. So without further ado, let's get going. We're going to start with the headlands. So I'll unfold this. Fantastic piece of kit, this. I want to do potatoes for a little while on here again, so we're going to basically start her up, and that will empty in initially, but we're going to go this. We probably should go around the field the other way, but the T-Dub is in the way at the moment, so I think we'll probably get through the headland before we have to empty. At least I'm hoping so. I do like, one of the things I do like about Bullet Bill's maps is that he does plant potatoes correctly. This should be how you have it. So with a strip and a gap away from the centre of the field. Pick up the header, spin round. That's the other thing, is these potato harvesters are really quite manoeuvrable, which is quite nice. Makes it easy, or much easier for us to do a lot of the stuff. But we are, so yeah, off our headland here, we're going cab. We're going to get probably about 20% maybe, which is quite good. It means that we can, we should be able to head round the edge of the field and not have to worry too much about being full. So we're going to squeeze our way past the T-Dub here. There we go. That's the beauty of the manoeuvrability of this. We can squeeze past the tractor like that. I think I've got it set to about 60%, so it should, the T-Dub should come and collect off us as about 60%. I'm now going to go round the field clockwise. Oh, sorry, counterclockwise we're going, aren't we? I think yeah, so our conveyor is out the right hand side of this. And this field we bought this field with the sale we got from the other potatoes that were done in field 12. And I just wanted to grab it because it was a potato field, because it's nice and full. The next one I think I'm probably going to grab is field 17. Now field 17 is full of sugar beet. So that's going to be a very interesting one. I think we're going to have to do something different with that. I think we have to cart and tip maybe onto the grass area. Interesting. This does have a bit of an island in it. I didn't notice if there was an exit there. I don't think so. 32%. Excellent. So we should be able to. We'll go down the edge here and we will start going round again in the same way. That will give the tractor enough space to empty when it needs to. I think we're probably gonna get back round before that happens. Probably get to a point where we're starting to cut into the crop before we need to empty. But what we might do is see if we can get round the next headland and then empty into the tractor just just by driving over to it before we cut into the crop. I'm going to try and do it in line with how the crop is sown. Right, we're at 40%. Yeah, there's no point in driving down this edge. We will just head back round this way. That should cover us. So this isn't a huge field of potatoes. I very much expect to get this field done this episode. Yeah, potatoes is something we did fairly early on in the series, I think, and we've not really done it since. I'm very tempted to start the pigs, to do work with pigs. I know last time I said I don't really want to start work with pigs, with the possibility that this might end soon, or this series might end soon. And I get the distinct feeling that the moment I start to work with the pigs is the moment that I start to, the moment that we need to wrap it up. So I will see how we go. But at the moment, there's still life left in this series. We're 50%. I don't know if our tractor is moving as a result. No, it's still sitting there. I'm going to catch this on the pole. There we go, we're good. Might start to go at like 60%, I think. Which would be on the home straight. We'd be on our way back. Not moving yet, which is good. We might actually be okay. We can reach 55% at this point. This is when I do like Courseplay. It works well doing karting and things like that. We actually also have the TW25 doing ploughing up on field 11. So that's just sort of ploughing in the crops there. Right, let's see if this tractor moves now. Yeah, there it goes. Actually steering fairly clear of the crop, which is good, although it won't obviously while it's emptying. But we should be able to swing over and prevent it from running over the crops, really. There it comes. So empty this out, and I think at 60% it might go and empty. I'll find out in a moment. 77%. We're going to head into the crop here. Start our cut through. Yeah, I think it drives at 80%, which is we're over ever so slightly out. That's annoying. That is. What we'll have to do, I know what I'll do. I will do an up and a back, and then we'll just top the trailer off so that it can go off and tip. Wow, there's quite a big bump in the middle of this field. I didn't realise that. Oh, the T-Dub is moving. Don't know if that means it's positioning itself. Yeah. It seems to be positioning itself, which is fine. We're just going to go and empty what we get off here into it. And that way it will head off and it will tip into the barn. Now the barn is already fairly full of potatoes, so if we manage to finish this and have any time left, we're probably going to have to go and do some rearrangement, because last time we did potatoes we ended up with it spilling out of the barn. I actually have a new potato bucket I want to buy, so we can go and do that. We might also set it up so that the carting lorry is set up to go and empty it, and then maybe make a little bit of money off the potatoes, because as I said, without actually doing the pigs, we have no real use for them. Right, I'm just going to come up here and spin around. Then we're able to empty out. Can be a little bit difficult to judge distance with this. There we go. Fill the front. There we are. So while that goes off and tips, we will just continue on with the potatoes. So I do have a modded, this of course is the standard in-game potato harvester. I do have a modded harvester that seems to be quite nice. I'm saving that for the next map. So we will be doing potatoes on Oakfield Farm. I really quite like the idea of doing that. And we will have pigs, so we're going to probably try and do potatoes quite quickly. Although, we are going to be doing seasons as well. I haven't decided how many days to set seasons to. But I think, yeah. I think seasons on there will be quite good. We will be using course play fairly extensively as a result. Because obviously with seasons, you can get fairly repetitive. So I want to make sure that whatever we do, we can do course play doing things like spraying or ploughing or things like that, so that we're doing something different each time. And I need to make sure we've got enough tractors to do that. So we're gonna treat it as if we're managing the farm as well as actually being on the farm and doing stuff on the farm. So we should always be doing something different, even though we're running seasons. Which should be quite cool, and hopefully we can pull that off. And it's probably going to be an even more realistic series. I think we're going to try and I'm going to try and get MR set up in it, and things like that. Now, where is? He's not. It's slipping. I think it's because it's reversing up a lot. Yeah, we might have to go and check on what's happening with the T-dub. If I do, I'll cut it, because it's just really want to concentrate on the potatoes. Okay, I sorted that out. It's with where it's tipping, it got stuck on the fence post. So we're going to have to go and modify how it tips, I think, in a minute. I have to go and move some potatoes, I think. But it's on its way back, so that's all good. Go. Yeah, there he is. Waiting to cart off us again. I do like that function of course play. It really adds to the realism and the immersion in this game. There are all sorts of options you can set up with it. making good headway into this field now. Yeah. It's one of the nice things about this is it's not a huge field, so it does work nicely for this kind of thing. What we might do is when this bit's finished, go and work with the potatoes down at the shed. So move some about, maybe set the conveyor up so that it's pushing them into the back of the shed, and get the harvester just working on the AI. I'd quite like to sort of clear this area out first. We'll clear this half of the field out first. 50%. So it's not a bad yield off here, considering that we have none of the fertilizing or anything like that. It's not doing badly. Right, this is going to empty out this time. Back we go. So all harvesting I've ever seen is done this way. Cutting into the crop and then keeping the auger or the conveyor or anything like that out so that it's easy for the tractor or carting vehicle or anything to keep up with it and access it without destroying any crop. Here it comes. Interesting distance you have there, tractor. I think that's from the combine. Yeah, that's pulling in. There we go. Now 81% should be enough for the tractor to go and tip. If so, it's likely to get stuck again. So, what I want to do is set this so that we are, well, I'd like to, we probably cut in a little bit far to get this going automatically. We have 2 rows left here, so I will get these 2 rows sorted. Only issue with course plate is that it does tend to drive through crop like that, but never mind. So we're going to clear this end bit out, and then we can put the hired worker doing the other bit. Go. It's thinner towards this end. That's interesting. But, yeah. Potatoes! Lots and lots of potatoes. Courseplay is playing up a little bit at the moment. Not quite running as smoothly as I'd like. You might see the little red banner telling me the truck's getting stuck occasionally. As long as it gets back there, here and there in time to empty, it's all fine. $25%. Last little strip, and then we'll set this on the hired worker. Let's see what our hired worker is set to. It is set to up and down. We want to set it to turn the other way because of where we're going to put it. Yeah. Get this little bit here. Right, and then we'll get the vehicle AI going on this. And away it goes. Okay, so we're down at the potato shed now. We've got the. I've had to do a little bit of a clean up. We've got the conveyors moving potatoes around. We're going to help it along a bit using the JCB. As the last thing we do, really. Yeah, if we can, we want to stack this up. We've still got the harvester and the T-dub going. So those are doing there. We are just going to try and pile this up a little bit better. So what I want to do is I want to move it so that it's all easily gettable by these conveyors. So that the conveyors can then maneuver it into that, along that side is the idea. And in doing so, it means that we end up with some nice space around the edges. Ideally what I'd like to do is set up a tipper point here. There's a conveyor you can get that either can load into boxes, into potato boxes, or can connect up to other conveyors, which would be a really good system for potatoes here. And I think on Oakfield, I will probably look at trying to do a system like that. There we go. For now, this is working quite well. The idea is also that we can then set up conveyors to unload or load into the lorry to sell. We'll probably do some of that. And then we're going to have an episode coming up where we're just doing lots of selling. We have lots of wool still to sell. Right, our conveyors are stopped, so we need to check. It's probably a height issue, that. So we'll jump out. There we go. Move it along a bit. We'll then start creating another pile along that side there. Quite good. The last little bits we may have to manoeuvre. But all in all, that's working well. I'm going to park this back up. And I think we're going to end it there. So we'll have the potatoes finished before next time. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.